Hello everyone and welcome, it's Shanna. Now today we're going to be working with this Glitter Galore paper from Cat Scrappiness. In addition to that, we're going to be working with this Love You to the Moon and Back die set from Cat Scrappiness. And I'm also going to bring in some of their stitch scallop rectangle dies and some of their white glass bubbles. And we're just going to begin making our card. I'm going to bring in a card base. It's going to be a top folding card base, and I'm just going to use my bone folder and get it pressed down. And I'm bringing in my little personalized stamp and stamping the back of it, trying to remember to do this, and I'm trying to make sure I've got it lined up and get it stamped down. So there we go. So now we're going to flip it over and we're going to work on assembling our card. I guess we're going to score it one more time. So I thought I was going to make this video into a short, and so I kind of started things out a little differently, but then I changed my mind and decided to go ahead and make a full tutorial with this. So I've just got some blue cardstock that I'm going to bring in. I was thinking with the moon and the night sky that I wanted to just go with some blue cardstock and just kind of go down that path there. So I'm just going to get this pressed down, and I brought some of my hammermill cardstock in, and I used that stitch rectangle die, and I'm just getting it glued down. And I love that die. I know you guys have seen it a lot in my videos, but I just think it's so pretty. I just like that edge. I just think it's sweet. In fact, I'm going to do 2 layers with it on this card today. I like nesting it. I think it looks really pretty on there nested. So I'm just going to get this laid down and we'll get moving on here. So I also brought in that glitter paper. It's actually cardstock. It's heavier than paper from Cat Scrappiness, and it's two-sided. You can see there's like a pinky or reddish glitter looking. This is faux glitter, I should say, so you don't have to worry about it making a mess on in your craft room. Now what I liked about this was I thought the glittery look kind of looked like a night sky, like a starry night sky. So that's why I chose it. I thought it would go well with my Love You to the Moon elements. And so I'm just going to bring them in. And the Love You to the Moon, it is a shadow die. And so I've got this blue paper that I'm going to bring back in for my shadow. And I'm going to get my eye laid down on here, and I'm doing it backwards. Got to straighten it out, and there we go. It's a kind of a fancy font, and so the eye kind of threw me off, but now not all of this, it's not like every letter is separate, so that's nice. I like it when some of them are connected. So the I guess that was the L, Love You to the Moon and Back, correction. And so the L, I've laid that down on there, and now I'm doing the O, V, E, and they are connected. And I'll get it laid down on my shadow. Now this is like a gold glitter paper from that same pack, and I just thought a yellow or a gold color would look good for my moon. And so I'm just going to get this laid down. And it was kind of sticking to my tweezers there, so I thought I should probably clean them off a little bit and then try to get it lined up. I'm just trying to clean up the glue so it'll look nice when it's finished. Now this U, moon, and back are all connected, and they kind of lay on the left side of the shadow. So I'm just going to get them all laid down on here, and then we'll bring in the other smaller pieces. I'm just trying to be careful because I don't want to have a big gluey mess, and I do have to do some glue cleanup in the end. Now this one, because it connects in some different spots, whoops, I dropped it, which is actually kind of good because some of that glue will come off and it will help with not making such a mess. Sometimes I'll run my fingers across there and just kind of clean it off before I lay it down so that we don't have too much glue on there. But you've got to get and I have to rearrange my tweezers because you've got to get the U on the upper level, and then the moon in the middle, and then the back on the bottom. So you just got to get that lined up, and it's still sticking to my tweezers a little bit. So I'm going to have to take some alcohol and clean my tweezers off. But I'll get it lined up. Just trying to straighten up my U. Get that laid down, and then I'll straighten up the rest and get it all laid down on there. Now I'm doing this card actually for an Instagram hop that's going to happen on Monday morning, and I thought since I was doing the card I might as well do a video. So there's an Instagram hop going on Instagram with this card, and then I also decided to load the video on Monday as well. So now I'm going to lay the 2 down, and then we'll have the and that we'll need to get laid down next. And I feel like this is a fairly simple card, but I was really pleased with how it turned out. Now I almost brushed the 2 off, so got to be a little more gentle with the dies. And it's only 1 layer, so I do need to be careful not to tear it or anything. And I am using that glue press that I got recently. Trying to give it a chance. I know it's gotten some rave reviews, but the review is still out with me on it. So I'm just going to get that laid down on there, and then I'm going to grab my and then we'll have our sentiment together. It took a minute to put the sentiment together. I guess I could have sped that up a little bit for you. There, I touched it with my finger just to kind of clean off some of that glue and then get that laid down on there. And this is a good size sentiment. I mean, it really is. This, along with the moon, pretty much takes care of your card. So there's my moon. I've got actually 5 pieces because I thought I would really have some dimension with it. So I'm just going to take and layer all of those 5 up because I don't have any other dimension on the card. I mean, I've got kind of the glittery looking paper, which I think adds to it, but I thought I would just really have a nice thick moon to put on there. Now this die set comes with the crescent moon and then the full moon, and you can use either one of those. I chose to use the crescent moon. I just thought that would be cute, and so I chose to use it. And I'm just getting them all lined up one at a time. So there we go. I will link all of the products and materials in the description box below, and I would appreciate it if you're interested shopping from my links, as that does help me to continue to bring new content to my channel. So I would appreciate you clicking that, expanding that description box below. If you click the more, it'll expand the box, and then you can see all of the materials that I used in this card, along with, I always list everything, like a lot of things that I use in my craft room that are my favorite things. So I list those as well, so you can check that out. So I think, look at that sentiment. I mean, that fills your card base. I mean, that really does. And you add that moon and you've got yourself a pretty quick and easy card with a pretty good look to it. So I'm not sure what I'm doing at this moment. Probably trying to get it lined up better. Yep, I'm pinching it and getting it lined up, make sure it's lined up really good. And then I'm just going to add some glue down on there. And I got plenty. And then I'm trying to decide how I want to lay that moon. At first I was going to curve it one way, and then I thought, no, get it laid down this way. So I laid it down on there like that, and I think it turned out really cute. Now, I'm still fiddling with it. It needed to be angled just a little bit, I guess. And I'm going to run my finger along there and clean up any glue that might have seeped out and just kind of give it a looks over. I'm still cleaning the glue. Now I'm thinking that I might be done with this, and then I remember that I had those glass baubles that I wanted to bring in, and I wanted to lay them down on there as well. So I'm going to get those and get those laid down on here. So I'm just grabbing my embellishment tray, and I've got my little baubles down in there. And these are just little white glass baubles, and they kind of have an iridescent to them, so depending on what they're reflecting off of will determine kind of the color. And I'm just grabbing those, and I'm going to get them laid down on there. And I've got one wobbling around there on my desk. And I'm going to put 2 in that upper corner, and then I'm going to put 1 down there in the lower corner. So I'll just get that picked up and get it laid down there. And then ultimately, I decide that I'm going to add 2 more to the card. And so I'm just looking at it, and I'm going to grab my glue gun and throw a couple more down there. And I'm going to go with that magic number of 5 that it seems like I always seem to go with. So I'm just going to grab 2 more, and I'll have 2 on the upper right and then 3 on the lower left, and that will be my embellishments. And I think that will finish up my card. So we're just going to take a look at it. I think it looks really cute. It's a real fun card. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye now.